I certainly didn't start off with the objective to become an improvising musician. I started playing drums when I was in 4th grade. My mother was a piano teacher, tried to teach me piano. That didn't work very well, so I think drums was as far away from that as I can get, perhaps, and still be playing music. But I was always banging on things and drawn to, I think, the rhythmic side of the world. Didn't really have much exposure to jazz growing up in a distant suburb of Chicago. I mean, jazz was the standard big band literature, the steady diet of Sammy Nestico charts and things that wanted to be like Sammy Nestico charts. When I was in college at Iowa State University, they had this small club called the Maintenance Shop. John Schofield came by with his trio with Adam Nussbaum and Steve Swallow. And I don't recall what possessed me to go see it, but it threw open the gates, I would say. To see that level of engagement and that depth and that musicianship, and to be in its presence live was really transformative. Several years later, I found myself in Boston, and already knew I was really into this stuff, and there was a lot of supposedly good music in town. And I don't know if it was fate, luck, meant to be. The first show I went to see in Boston was the Fringe. At that first show, I met the Vandermarks, hooked up with Bob Galati to study, hooked up with Ken Vandermark, and started playing shortly thereafter. It probably wasn't until that point that there was even the potential of in my mind, improvisation as a thing to go after. I think I grew up not realizing it was possible. And to this day, one of my favorite things that somebody could say to me from a show, especially a younger person, is something along the lines of, "Wow, I didn't know you could do that," in the sense of, I didn't know that was allowed. I think it's a shame that people grow up without that realization, and I think it's something I'm certainly very interested in trying to improve out in the world. Here's a little story.